On point. On point. Again, let's do it again. On point. On point. On point. On point. God damn it. On point. On point. Yeah, man. On point.
No, because the thing is, I had that discussion this week. Because I had that discussion this week about who has the power. Is it the influencer or is it the what's it called? The people. The influencee, basically. Yeah. Is it the
influencer? I swear.
That's it. So it's I should have lost my dream. But is it the influencer or the people that are being influenced? That's what he meant.
They have the power.
Yeah. Who has the power actually?
I think it's shared power.
No.
That's the
Influencers have no power. They are just influenced.
That's the thing. I feel like it's the people.
The people don't have power either.
What do you mean? What
It's the people that we don't see that they are the ones that have power.
Exactly.
No, I feel like the influencers, they have power.
How?
Because they have the power to change people. They have the power to be in people's head. They have the power to change people's mindsets.
Until they cancel you. So, but then if
Yeah,
they cancel,
they cancel
but you
you.
see, that's the point. So now, who has the power actually?
Yeah, that's why I said it's shared power.
That's why I'm okay. So it's still. I love this.
I-
Now
yeah,
I love
yeah,
this.
so-
You are saying it's not the. It's neither.
I
You are
think
saying
that's
there's
it.
someone in the background. You are saying it's shared. I'm saying it's the people.
No.
Because look, it's the people that can cancel you immediately. Imagine now that people. Imagine if people don't value money. Will people look at Bezos? Will people look at Bill Gates? Will they be respecting them the way they are?
Yes.
And that's why people keep saying, yeah, money is power. No, in our world, money is power now.
No, money is power.
No, it is. I agree with you, but in our world,
Like,
if you like now, of
Let me
course,
tell you.
but I don't believe in this. But like now, imagine there are other, living areas now. We're on Earth, Mars. Take for instance, there's a place like Mars, equivalent to Earth. People are living there, and you get there, and they don't use money. They don't know what money is. Not talk less of currency.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about money. We don't use money to trade.
Mhm.
They use something else, something you don't even know. That's what he meant. It's outside of your world. Bill Gates won't have power over there. They'll be like, yeah, I'm a billionaire. So now who gives those people the power? It's the people. People look at these people because we used that currency, to make transaction. Trust me, like Fresh Ace was man. That's how I see it.
I know. You're seeing it in the sense of like power to the people, but
Exactly.
But at the essence, it's like I can only see. I cannot see from Mars because this is a new establishment. So we have to establish a system, and then you will see what actually creates power. But in the world that we're in, yeah, you are right that power to the people. We the people give power to certain people.
Yeah, because if they move
But
mad,
that's the first thing. But at the end of the day, the power resides with them now. Do you know why? Because when people go out there and strike, we go to buildings and strike in front of the building. They are in the house, they will not get hungry. They will wait until you guys get hungry and weak until they come out. So we can all go in masses, but it's
I can counterattack.
no,
You
we-
want them now.
that's why I don't rate all this striking and demonstration thing.
Why? That's okay. Phil, please stay on this
Because
striking
we
thing.
go on the strike, we demonstrate, we do what we have to do. The guy that actually has the power to just make one tick to change everything will be like, those guys will get hungry eventually.
Okay.
They'll get hungry, they'll get cold. So
Okay.
you wait 2 days, 3 days, 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah, my fridge is full.
Okay.
So you get.
Yeah.
Eventually, when you guys are weak, you'll tell the police, go and beat them.
Okay.
So you get.
Understand?
Understand.
Because it looks to get to an end.
It will
No,
not
because
get
it
to
looks
it will not get to
no.
an end because now eventually you're telling yourself that I'm frustrated. This is not what I came. The people out there will tell themselves like I did not come here for this.
Who? The people that are protesting.
Exactly.
Okay,
And
good.
it's always only a minuscule.
He's helping me.
There's always going to be a minuscule amount of people that will say to you that okay, I'm there for the cause. Like we did like the whole Black Lives Matter thing.
I love it now.
The one that's really there for the cause. Some are there
No, you're
for
talking
the
about
With
insults.
ginger.
everything. One are there for the cause. Some are there for the NSA. Some are there for the gay rights. Some are there for everybody's for something.
Okay. I don't. Please learn.
But the minuscule
No, you should
people,
learn first.
it's never power to the people, and that's what I realized in life.
Okay.
It's never power to the people. It's a scam.
Okay, it's a scam, man.
The Super League was
I've
going
been
to happen.
scammed.
I feel like it depends on the country. Though.
So like, what did he say? It depends on the country
depends on
now.
the country.
Do you know why? Because you saying
Can
that
bias on Nigerians.
exactly, that's where I'm going.
I
Dude,
take it.
and it takes me back to what, because the thing is, the power is what people value, and in our world, people value money. The reason why all that you said it needs to be abolished is because people have won protests by fasting certain things, abstaining from stuff. Like now we had that episode where we spoke about purpose, and we spoke about Martin Luther King, Alabama, Montgomery, when the woman didn't get up because she was sitting. Because I recently read that this when they arrested her and they did their protest, and they were all boycotting riding with the bus.
And the bus company went down.
So
Yeah.
do you know how long they didn't sit in a bus for like I don't know the number, but it was definitely more than a year.
Okay.
That bus company they went bankrupt, bro. But no, wait, no, because you had your they went bankrupt. Now the problem, now you can see that the power is with the people.
Yeah.
But you can now see that it depends where, as he said, it depends on what country.
Exactly.
That's why the time we were having that discussion, and I was like, I think it's F1 I mentioned his name, Davido. They were protesting about NSARS, and he was going through and he threw money. That it pissed me off because you're taking the power from the people. You're taking the power away again. Focus. You are here because of corruption. You're throwing money. It's not helping. It's not help, and that's why. And you see, that's why I say the power is with the people. But what do they value in Nigeria? It won't work. For Jesus, man. That's one episode. Like, cut it, cut it, bro, cut it. But you get what I mean. That's what he meant.
Yeah, but I see it on a global scale. It's because globally money rules the world.
Yes, and I agree with you. I agree with you.
Maybe because we're awesome, we know that like I always say in Australia, even without work, you can get money.
Yes, yeah.
So for us, it's like I will not do anything for money. But in the rest of the world, people will do a lot of things for money, and that's what the thing is like. I feel like there's we live in a world where everything's actually now combined. So that thing that happened with back then with Rosa Parks, that she didn't want to get off the bus, bro, it's been on it for me. Do you know why? Because the people that are out there striking, let's say food companies strike. I don't know, airfields are striking, medical centers are striking. But it's the masses that actually needs those services. The people that are rich are in a minuscule amount of numbers, so they will still get their services.
True.
So when we all strike, we are all dying. But the minuscule amount of people, they are still living.
But the thing is that they're also
Well, I'm still gonna look. If I have the money, I'm still gonna get you and be like, okay, it's 10% of the people that are there for the cause are still gonna stick to them.
Look, in the end, people, in my opinion, people in power, they never do things, or they probably hardly do things for the people. They change, or they will bend to your requirements because they know that, look, I need your
If
life.
we don't do this,
look, you are my consumer. I need you to be buying what I'm selling.
Actually, I also believe is like people have to find out like where do I get the power? It's when the person has the power, like you said before, the people's power. Because now sometimes you're in a position where we're just like, okay, we have the power. If you don't do anything, everything goes down. But sometimes we have the rich people that they don't care, because even if you don't go and help them, they still do their thing. Like that medical stuff that you mentioned as well also before. So that means like it depends on the country, and also depends on what we're striking, or like where we're going for the demonstration.
Like I would say the people that have, first of all, I would say it's the people that have the power, but it's the masses. It's always the masses. People that, the thing is that I feel like it's the people that control the narrative, That's why there's one discussion that always I enjoy talking about, Like for example, people always say that, women always say this, that if a man sleeps with multiple women, he is a player. He's seen as, the alpha male, etc., etc. And then they were like, yeah, but if a woman does it, she's seen as, or as you would say, a hoax.
She is.
Yeah, but But you see, my issue with that statement is we control the narrative. Imagine a gang of women. Imagine like the way they started feminism. Imagine women would change the narrative and be like, no, what? You slept with you sleep around, and they're like, no, from now on, any guy that does, we won't call him player. No, we'll call him a hoe as well, and we'll treat him like that. You think many men will survive outside?
You fix up now. What are you saying?
You think?
Yeah, because
because I'm a true believer of if you may change the narrative, it's gonna go.
I mean, they changed the narrative already.
They haven't, because that's the thing. Look, there's something that me and
part of them changed the narrative.
Something me and Maya always, we've all spoken about this, black people begging white people for power, space, a place on the table. You know what you always say?
Fuck them.
No, number one, fuck them. But you say that you don't like that stance because
position.
You're in the begging position. The woman saying that, oh yeah, but if you guys do it, it's okay, and if we don't, then it's not okay. It's like you're in a begging position. You have put yourself down there already. I'm not saying that they should now be
frivolous.
Exactly. I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, look, change the narrative now. Don't be accepting those type of guys.
I like what you said. Change the narrative, but doesn't mean that you have to be active.
No, don't be active. Look, the thing is, because we know what we want, we're not accepting those type of women. If you know what you want, don't accept those type of guys. Change the narrative. You don't, because the thing is, they always
don't accept that type of guy.
Yeah,
but but that's how you change your narrative. I like
what you do right there. Just to make a full circle, you see, because not everybody's for the cause.
So you get,
it's the 10% that will be like, if Prince is a hoe and he's dating a woman that's also a hoe, now we're both hoes together. But a lot of women will feel like, if I don't date a man that is actually appealing to other women, I'm bleaching it out. Because you don't have that sense of aura, and that's what it is. That's why I always say, like, the power. It seems like the power is with the people. The power is only to certain demographic of people because they are really for the cause. The rest of us sometimes will just follow us. But the time came out. Let's for instance, in Austria you're not allowed to strike. That's why in Austria you're not allowed to strike, so that the economy in Austria can never falter. You can demonstrate, but who holds the power now? Because now you have to get an appeal to be allowed to demonstrate.
Yeah,
if I want to strike, I'm going. I'm shitting on the desk on my office. What is getting for?
We're not in the capital.
What will they tell you? Das nicht machen. Schreiben mir ein Schreiben, dass du das machen willst.
Wir besprechen es.
Ja. Und wer macht mit dem mit?
That is the power still. The power is shared at the end of the day.
It is shared. But
I feel like it's what you said before. It depends where you are.
It depends.
But
still, if we were to put it if we were to range it, I would say the power are to the I would say politicians now, or the government people. They have more power because at the end of the day they decide. Even at the end of the day, with your protest, with your demonstration, with your strike, whatsoever, they come together in the House of Representatives. Okay, this is what we're going to agree on. Okay, you guys want minimum of 40k payment. Well, we'll give you 25. It was 10 before. We'll give you 25. So they get to decide at the end of the day. They can even decide, okay, we want to bust your brain. We'll give you 60. And if you give them 60, demonstration will end for 10 years about salaries. So these people, they are just playing with everybody. They know that the demonstration is going to come. The people is going to shout. And let's take Nigeria for an example. It's going to end. Let's take Nigeria for an example. The NSAS thing now, what actually came out of it? Nothing much.
What actually made me sad at the NSAS thing was as well that they were able to recruit people that were demonstrating. That was so like, I was sad, I was disappointed.
They call them hallelujah.
Like the government said people to disrupt the...
Exactly.
Don't you know hallelujah boys? That's what they call it.
Crowds, hoodlums.
But to finish what we're talking, I think that the power is to the people if we are all willing to fight to the very last breath.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
But
Push,
in most
push your agenda then.
Look, if a country is not working correctly, we need to go on the street like Matthias, we need to die on the ground. But a lot of people are not willing to die. We want to shout, but we
And
don't
that's
want to
his
die.
problem with
And-
all these people.
and
Yeah,
then that's the only time the power can be to the people. That's why when you made an analogy with the Rosa Parks thing and the whole the whole bus company going down, it's because those black people that were willing to die, like, we're not taking this anymore. Kill us here now.
No, yeah.
Go to a strike and tell them to how do I ideologies there? Huh? One day you need to see your problem. Say again. Or say two. Someone will ask you one blow, the police will give you bam. So we're not willing to work. Yeah, but that's what it is. You're not willing to die. But there are certain causes I'm willing to die, but not for everything. So that's why there is, in most cases, it's actually it is shared, but it's only power to the people if we're all willing to die. So let's burn this country to the ground.
Almost no one is willing to die, because if they can manage to get something for themselves and their family out of those out of the people upstairs, they are fine. So I saw one tweet yesterday. One man was describing Nigeria's problem as a fan. The standing fan. The standing fan is Nigerian government. It was
rotation button is
It was
broken.
rotating. Everybody was catching the breeze. Everybody is catching the breeze. At one point, the thing stopped. The thing is not working anymore. So instead of them to fix it, no, the thing stopped. The thing stopped in one location.
Yeah.
So it's not moving around anymore. So the thing the fan was in one place. So instead of them to fix it, they were all fighting to stand in front of it. Of the,
Could all catch
they
breeze.
were fighting, they were beating themselves. Now, one we allow one to take small breeze, leave, another one will take, the other one will get back. But the people at the back, they're not getting anything. So the way that guy described the problem, like, okay, yeah, we need to fix this thing. If we don't fix it, the thing is just going to keep going on and on.
I can tell you why we are not fixing it, because it's still going good. Look, things are not bad. Things are
Like people are, you mean people are a little bit comfortable.
Have you guys watched this
Only a
movie?
little bit, very high comfortable.
Have you guys watched this movie? I'm taking showing us.
What's the name?
Yeah.
You have watched it?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
basically
yeah.
You have watched it?
Yeah. That's Spanish movie. On a laptop. Let's talk about the
Bro,
movie.
but that's what we're talking about. Because
Yeah.
for you saying that, everything is running good, it's because maybe you're at the top, bro.
It's not really that bad. Because somebody that's on
You are the middle
the guy
class.
that was, I think, was on the 17th floor, and then he came down. He was like, "Bro, trust me. If you were 43 or I don't know how many levels, like,
Yeah.
it could be worse. Like, rest of us, let me just stay here." Actually.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's because things are not even that really to that extent bad. Nigeria is a country that is obviously compared to also it's bad. But a lot of Nigerians are thinking, actually I can still catch some small cruise. Every now and then things are really bad, but like this NSAS things. Who cares?
But do you guys think there's an advantage to the fact that some things are bad in the country?
See here.
For example, now, as a petty trader that doesn't pay tax, or a lot of people that get away with things they shouldn't get away with, because it's Nigeria.
Yeah, but how you cannot pay tax in a country that
That doesn't do anything. Yeah?
Service,
I'm paying for myself. That's why when people always complain about I don't want to pay tax, I'm like, okay, go and live in Nigeria.
Yeah.
You won't pay any tax. You see what the effect is.
Yeah.
I don't mind paying tax, but it's not like. But for me, at the core, it's like a country should not be holding down the money. I'm paying tax into a system to alleviate certain stress of my life. At the end of the year, almost anything that you have in a bonus, give it back to me. That's why I do not like Austria at times. 1 year of Corona, we got 50 euro voucher.
We're trying to get signed.
No.
Keep your
Speak your opinions.
Good Arbeit. No, we need to talk about this shit. Good Arbeit. We got 50 euro voucher. Look, why didn't they actually depreciate don't even depreciate, actually just
Was it 50?
50 euro fucking voucher that we spend?
Not 25. or
25?
something. Yeah.
But outside the session, I mean I got 50.
Because, yeah.
Don't expose you know your scamming. Don't expose yourself.
At the end of the-
Because
but-
single homes they got 25, and then families.
But let's be honest, at the end of the day, how come they did not reduce the rent or just alleviate all the costs because they knew that this thing is going on for
It's
a
going to
while?
affect a lot of people. Yeah.
How can you be expecting people that are having less money at this given time to be
To be still paying the full amount, yeah.
Bro, the skate?
It makes no.
That was
It's
terrible.
key because
Oh, yeah, was terrible. It's not worse. It is still terrible.
yeah, no, because a lot of people got, you know. That's why I kept that. Me and friends have been saying we need to talk about COVID again because that first episode that was at the beginning, bro, about COVID. We
Yeah.
need to talk, bro. This thing has affected people massively.
A lot of people.
But let me go back. Let's go back to what you were saying before we even, you know, really started recording. You said that money changes you, right?
As it should.
Oh, okay. So do you feel like it changes you, or does it just express, you know, more of who you are?
On point. On point.